Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. Like I had said last week, I think I only said it on Friday, I'm going to be cosplaying every single day this week that we stream. So, hello Dusty, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Today is Lukua, which I hastily put on right before the stream started. So I didn't style the wig, I didn't do any of the stuff I normally do. She's just kind of there. So she's just going to have to be there. It's fine. I did once say that I was going to do another version of this cosplay, and then I never did. So, I will eventually do another version of Lukua. It is probably the one I've worn the most that I own, simply because, one, it's super easy. Like, honestly, it's a wig, it's the hat, it's a black tank top, and some shorts. And then I have a pair of pink fake Converse and then some knee-high black stockings. Done. But yeah, other than that, it's actually a really easy cosplay. I did not make this hat. I bought it as is, and I for sure would recommend making your own. No, I'm just kidding. I like this one. I got it off Amazon years ago, and the horns are very squishy. It works pretty well. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I wasn't trying to ignore you. I was just trying to finish my thought. My bad. And that sat on that screen for way too long. My apologies. We're going to be really hopeful today on the quality of my voice acting. Because, one, I forgot everybody's voices. But two, I'm still recovering from the weekend. How are you, Dusty? How was work today? It's all good. It's sent at a weird time. It's all good. How was work today? We're starting up part 3-1 investigation. I don't remember how many parts are in this case, and I am gonna go ahead and pull up a walkthrough in case we need it, so don't mind me, I'm just doing that in the background. Yeah. Sorry, Nintendo sent me an email about the phone app for Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, because apparently they're going to introduce a paid version where you can keep playing it as pretty much as you want. You just pay them like $10 now, and then I think it's like 19 in the future if you don't sign up soon. And you get all the pay for stuff for free, I guess. It's pretty cool. Where did my thing go? It's not what I was trying to look at, but that's what I ended up looking at because I wasn't paying attention. What did I do wrong? I did something wrong. I'll just Google one. Let's see. Is attorney. Now, normally I wouldn't look up a guide, but your work was chaotic. What was so chaotic about it? Normally I wouldn't look up the guide, but honestly, I have a feeling we're going to need it, so I want to have it on hand just in case. So, that's Nintendo for you, coming in at random times. Exactly. Wasn't ready. Oh, it says 4 parts. Spoiler alert. So we'll probably get through part 3 today, and then next week, if we stream, we'll probably stream. We're probably going to be streaming next week. It's really just going to depend on the latter half of the week. So we'll see. I might be taking a couple days off next week, because that would be the soonest that the funeral would be. So. Plus, I have to do a lot of back and forth from where I'm going to be, and it's always a pain in the butt, so it's okay. But yeah, Nintendo sent me the email. I'm sure they sent it to me earlier, and I just didn't see it, but when I pulled up Google so that I could look for the thing, I thought I had emailed myself one earlier, and apparently I didn't, so it's not there, and I don't know what happened. Intensive care unit? Hey! I'm still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Mia Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. A horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. I was in a meeting practically all day because the store manager doesn't want me to pursue the pharmacy tech program, but the pharmacy side of the company wants me to, and yeah, a lot of back and forth arguing between the two sides and me as well. Oh. Do they not want you to pursue it because you're their most reliable person and they can literally count on you for everything? Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But I still don't know what day it's gonna be. So it may be one of those things that, you know, I don't plan to stream, but then I have time and then I'm like, I should have streamed. So what I might end up doing is I might end up taking part of that week off just anyway. I might take the whole week off. I haven't decided yet. So we're for sure going to stream this week. And like I said at the start of the stream and into the last stream, I am going to be in a cosplay every single day. Now, it's not going to be the same cosplay. So this is the only day I'm doing Lukua. But I have not planned what cosplays I'm doing the next 3 days. So we'll see. We'll find out together. Because you do the work of 6 people in the produce department as well as doing a lot of travel work for them. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, I had a feeling it was something like that. I have worked places where they didn't want me to pursue like a manager role or they didn't want to promote me because of the work that I was doing. So, yeah. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here? This isn't the Dahlia I knew. She did try to kill us, though. After falling into Eagle River, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, and my head is on fire. I don't think it's a cold, Phoenix. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. That's a very short timetable. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him. Somehow. Ill-tempered witness? What? Oh. So, to recap for anybody who has not watched the VODs the last two of this particular case, or if you're just brand new to this game, you don't know anything we're talking about, we have a friend who's on the other side of this bridge, and she's been there for, at this point, like 36 hours. Almost, we're getting real close to the 48-hour mark, if I remember correctly. But there's a possibility that I'm completely wrong and we're just now reaching the 24-hour mark. I'm not 100% sure. But I think it's canonically like 2 days. And then we, as Phoenix Wright, decided to run across this bridge that was on fire after being struck by lightning. Fell to our death, except we didn't die. We just got a cold because Phoenix has miraculous luck. And we've been masquerading as a defense attorney, as prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. I mean, defense attorney Miles Edgeworth, yeah. Faced off with Francisca, and we got out of Larry that he apparently saw somebody flying. He presented this sketch in court, and he said, this is legitimately what I saw happen, and it is just insane. The pharmacy side wants me to pursue it because they would love for me to work for them because they appreciate the hardworking stuff that I do. So yeah, it was crazy. I'm glad you got off work too. Basically, someone is a bridge troll. Maybe. So far, even though this river is supposed to be like the most deadly, you know, river, and the bridge is super deadly, and if you fall, you're definitely gonna die. 2 people have survived it, canonically. Dahlia, when she was much younger, had jumped off the bridge and then survived and faked her own death. And now Phoenix has survived, falling to his quote-unquote death in the middle of a lightning storm. So, very, very lucky that he did not get charred or drowned or literally anything. But what is this? What the hell is this? This is what Larry said he saw. Now, I will remind you that there are no cables that connect the bridge. Like, it's not a suspension bridge. Oh, whoops. Right, are you sure you're well enough to be doing this? For a little while, we gave him our normal voice because we were doing too many accents, but Edgeworth usually has an accent. Looks like a draw on fire. It looks like something. This man's says, this is the bridge, and he says he saw Iris, specifically, flying over it. And he knows it was Iris because of her hood. Except, we have Iris's hood. So that doesn't track. And also, this random sphere has blood on it. It came from the victim's staff, because she had one, of course. This thing. It's got her fingerprints on it. All the rage these days, having funky staffs. There's a lot going on in this case. So the recap is a little chaotic, but those are the basics. We're trying to get Iris found innocent. Iris looks a heck of a lot like Dahlia. I'm pretty sure she is Dahlia, but, you know. You still look a little green in the face. Or maybe radiant in artist speak. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Probably like 100 something. This man said only 102.2 degrees, nothing to worry about. Sir, that is too warm. Dang. Anyway, I read today's trial record. You weren't bad, Edgeworth. Pretty impressive despite the circumstances. Yeah, hot, but in a bad way. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be the murder weapon. That was a terrible British accent, my bad. Yeah. In the end, Mr. Shishito did not deliver the deadly blow. Which means there must be another sword hiding out there that we don't know about. Another sword, huh? Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself, or I'll eat my coat. Aw. Thanks again, Edward. I'll handle things from here. That is probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. And that is our client's background, naturally. Gumshoe, be ready to eat your coat. I know, right? He's probably gonna have to. We're probably gonna find it. You mean Iris, sir? Look at her. She looks like Dahlia. She looks like Dahlia. Oh, I thought I had a picture of Dahlia. I guess I don't have a picture of Dahlia. I thought I had a picture of Dahlia, but Iris looks like Dahlia Hathorn. I'm not letting this go. It was also theorized last time that the killer is actually Bikini, and that she got bonked in the head and is covering it with, like by the staff, and that's why there's blood on it, and she's covering it with her hood. So, those are the prevailing theories right now. I have the feeling that we've met before. Twins or same person confirmed. Oh. You know, I didn't think about twins. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. You've been here. Hi, Q. Welcome. And since I probably won't be getting that from you... I'm sorry, Edgeworth. I bid you adieu, right? Take care. You've been working on your Chat GPT and D&D campaign. Like, are you D&Ding within Chat GPT? Like you're playing a game of D&D within Chat GPT? That would be silly. Hydrate. Don't mind if I do. No, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, if I remember correctly, is an AI writer thing. Also, I'm gonna turn the game down just a smidge. I hope it wasn't too loud this whole time. So I'm just take care. Guess I should get moving too. No, you're supposed to be with me. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I gotta get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across the other side. Oh, we can go save Maya. That's right. Maya is still stuck over at the inner temple. Exactly. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that coffee of yours, okay? I'm using ChatGPT in order to create a generative AI image creator prompt maker. As I write it, I realize it sounds complicated, but it's not. It sounds way too complicated, and I'm not going to ask any follow-up questions. Alright, I'm off. Bye, Gummy. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. Alright, so we cannot go across yet, but what we can do is go to Heavenly Hall. and go confront Larry and see what he's doing. It makes pictures that you put, like the description. I think it generates a bunch of text, and then it sounds like Cube is using that to put into an image generator. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Larry's! I was sure he'd be hiding here. I was right. Correct. Okay. Dusty was not correct. Unfortunately. Guess I'll try again later. Alright, he's not here. Let's go back up. Oh, okay. Yep. I'm a smart cookie. Azakura Temple main gate. Oh, is this where Larry is? Come on, please. It's for art's sake, I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. Yeah. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Ah! Enough. Oh, we gave her a funky accent last time. A fool's fool, who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree, Phoenix writes? Picture generator I use is better than ChatGPT at making images. ChatGPT is good at creating descriptions for those images. Oh, okay. Ah, me. Wait a second. I know you. You're, ow! Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's frying like a sunny side up, and you want me to grill me over your name? Franzi, you can't do that. Franzi? Oh my god, he did not call her Franzi. It's fun. Nice. I'm glad. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death. Or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not. And I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model from her new picture book. Franzi's Whippity Whip Trip. Oh my god, you are not writing that book. God! Before you ask me to model, learn to at least semi-coherent testimony. And before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life, Larry. Wow, we are just dogging on this man. I don't care what anyone says, I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew, I'm telling you. Whoosh! Just like that dude with the red underwear. Red underwear? Don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Grill him up. Right, exactly. Off he goes. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year, Phoenix writes. Hello, Franzi. Have you been in Germany all this time? That's right. Extending my perfect win record, naturally. It's not a German accent. I don't know what accent that is. We're just all gonna roll with it, okay? Okay. Oh, joy. Sounds like she hasn't changed a bit. Has it really been a year since we first met? I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I think it's partially French. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Franziska was born and raised in Germany and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he is gone from this world. Is he dead? I don't remember him dying in the last year. Tell me you still... Or don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me. Because what happened to your father... Phoenix writes, you will fall before me. This I promise you. Oh yeah, that's definitely French. Okay. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Claire. I don't know how to say that in an accent. Yes, Crystal. Alright. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeating you. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it. Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting, you know. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I am here. Your personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably the fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow! No smirking! No whipping the sick! That's foolish fool. Doing such a foolish favor for such a foolishly foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix writes. I came here for one thing and one thing only. To pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X, you know. We almost died with that stuff. I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last words of every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things you did make it very interesting read, you know. Attempting to cross a burning bridge? Did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. Oh. A fool who doesn't think is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. She said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's gotta be okay, I just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened at the Inner Temple that night. Okay. Well, I mean, we have information, but I don't think we need to give Francisca anything. Maybe this? About this. Yo! I refuse to help you, Phoenix writes. I should have known better than to try. Yeah, I should have known better than to try. Okay, cool. We'll just, go around her. I thought we actually had to do something with her, but now I'm thinking we probably didn't. That was one long sigh. Whoa! Sister Bikini? Bye. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? Wahaha! Wahaha! You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and then there's Iris as well. I don't remember what voice we gave her, so she's getting this one. Mystic Elise. Now that I think about it, There's an acolyte stuck at the Inner Temple. And that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl? You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She's missing? Why didn't anyone tell me about this? I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Mystic Elise's body that night. What do you want to bet she's with Maya? But how did she get over there? She was supposed to be with, what's her name? The dead lady. Elise. I am certain of it. At least, I was, until this morning. I don't see any psych locks, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? I saw her as flying, her white head fluttering. I feel like I might start flying myself. It is Pearl, that's true. When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble, nothing else. Look at how sad she is. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, that can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple, is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in her room in Hazakura Temple. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya is stuck all by herself at the inner temple.
I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake a stick at. Winter is especially bad.
I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second.
Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know.
Earthquakes?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall.
We gotta get Maya out of there, fast!
But still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusky Bridge is isolated like an island.
It's like an island? How so?
Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the inner temple.
We needed more things to worry about. Exactly. Bikini's just making it worse.
No one lives out there, and is surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest.
I see.
So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there.
With Maya. She's not very good at reassuring people. A group hydration. Also, hi. Sorry, I just woke up a few minutes ago. No worries. I think I need to go grab some ibuprofen before I continue. But we're going to do a group hydration when I get back from this quick stop off to grab some medication because I am starting to develop a headache because it's been an absolute long time since I last wore a wig. And I should have taken it before and I didn't. So I will be right back. You probably can. All right, everyone, grab your nearest tea, coffee, water, juice, soda, milk, whatever you got. And take a big ol' swig. That should kick in about 20 minutes, hopefully. So, hopefully we'll be all right till then. The thing is that I haven't worn a wig in a while, and I usually let myself sit with the wig cap on. Like when I'm gonna go to a convention, I always put the wig cap on a couple days in advance, and I wear it for a little bit at a time so that my head can get used to that slight squeeze that it does. I didn't do that this time. So the wig cap is sitting right on my forehead, and it is squeezing my head. It's holding my hair in place, which is nice, but it is squeezing on my noggin, which is less nice. So I've pushed it up a little bit, so hopefully it'll stop squeezing on me and we can get through the next part of this with no trouble. But now Bikini is suggesting that there might be a murderer on the other side of the bridge, which is where our dear Maya is. And we're just given so many things to worry about thanks to this lady, because she is the worst. That means Maya could be stuck out there with a murderer and with no way to escape either.
Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does.
Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions.
Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something?
Whoa! No, we do not! No, ma'am, I don't need to know that. No. I want to know a little bit more about the victim, Miss Elise Donem.
I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter.
Whoa! Sister Bikini! Time out! Time out! Flag on the play! No, I'm not asking about the lady's measurements, please. No, I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training.
My. You make it sound like this place is some sort of dump.
I mean, it kind of is, but we don't have to talk about that. I think part of the problem is that my headphones aren't loose. I usually have them like a little looser when I have the hat on, but I didn't do that this time.
Some sort of dump, Mr. Wright. Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, if you must know.
Was she? There, you did it again. Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Donem as Mystic Elise.
Oh?
Yes, now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte.
We address all our visitors as Mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than me. You must respect your elders, you know.
Well, we don't know that. Okay. It says 48 and unknown age, so she could be older than her. But I don't know. So Bikini's trying to say, "Oh, we always do that." I'm not buying it. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? Ah! What are you hiding, Bikini? And don't say it's your bikini, because I don't want to see that. Seems Miss Elise Donem was no ordinary visitor, after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Donem on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Yikes. Okay, let's talk about Pearlie then. Well, why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess?
Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried, but try to keep it together.
Oh, man. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Donem on the night of the murder, remember?
Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we'd finished eating dinner.
Murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? Oh, that's not something I had considered. Because we know that she went to go clean up after dinner, and Elise said she hadn't seen her yet when we last saw Elise. So... ugh. Yikes.
According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either.
So she's gotta be on the other side, with the inner temple. Come on, keep calm. There's only one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repairs soon. Alright. We need some more evidence about why she knows Elise and why she keeps calling her Mystic Elise. So,
this crystal sphere. It's not from a demon, Warding Hood, but I would guess it serves a similar purpose.
If it's not from a hood, then I guess it really is from Miss Donem's staff.
Look at the blood on it. Oh, poor Mystic Elise.
Why is the guy preparing the bridge?
Honestly, it's like the end of the world.
It's not a good thing, that's for sure.
To think people have the gall to call this kind of scribbling by the name of art.
Huh?
If that's the sort of standard you need for the arts these days, I could be a pop diva.
Sure, but what are the contents of the picture? What do you make of that?
It's definitely the end of the world.
Okay. Alright, let's see. I don't think we can really show her anything else.
Maybe my eyes were playing tricks on me. I mean, Iris could never do such a wicked thing.
But they proved it in court today, didn't they? That this sword wasn't the murder weapon? They call me an artist and I'm not that good either. Also, it's not really that bad. True.
That's what they were saying, yes.
The problem is, I saw it too. I mean, you saw this. You didn't see... Yes, I'm sure that what I saw was this blade stabbed into Miss Donem's body. Yes, she was discovered with the blade in her. That does not make it the murder weapon, Phoenix. That's the whole point. Which means there's got to be a second blade out there.
Well, 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 that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know.
It doesn't mean I killed her. Exactly.
That's why we always wear these for protection.
Iris gave this to me on the night of the murder. But then I went and fell into the river and got this nasty fever. I thought maybe if I were to wear this hood, it'd make my fever go down faster. I mean, it might.
I don't think so. Cold and spirit power have nothing to do with each other.
Okay, so much for that. Way to crush a man's hope. He's running around with 102-degree Fahrenheit fever. Terrible.
Huh? Ah, well, 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 look what you found. That's the master of the Cryon channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fae.
It'll heat up his head and make the fever worse. I mean, sweat a fever or something? I don't know. So this woman is Maya's mother, huh?
It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty disappeared. Apparently, she intended to pass the torch on to her daughter.
Her daughter? Don't you know who her daughter is?
Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fae clan. But even I am not privy to that kind of information when it concerns the main family.
How does she not know that Maya is Misty Faye's daughter? Huh. Yeah, Bikini doesn't seem to know Maya's standing within the Faye family. Should we tell her? About this picture.
Oh, that old thing. I always turned those reporter types away in the past. But Iris was so insistent this time.
Iris?
Oh, yes. Iris loves to be the center of attention, you know.
Bikini isn't that smart? Oh, maybe. But then... I don't know. Really? I find that kind of hard to believe. It's a bit strange. Alright, where else can we go? Courtyard, I guess. Hey! There's blood all over the ground. Iris hates attention. Exactly. Clearly, Bikini's the one that wanted the attention. I mean, she's wearing all that makeup. Like, look at her. Look at all that makeup on her face. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. Clues that have yet to be found, huh? I doubt it. Because people will find out who she is and she can't have that. Exactly, exactly. Because she's supposed to be in jail for murder. The shishito, it's right there in Mystic Ami's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. Let's see. Trying to look at all the little things. There are a few of these stone lanterns. Oh, it's a lantern. I thought it was a birdhouse. Scattered around in the courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must light them now, since Iris can't be here. You missed a lot, so don't listen to me too much. You actually didn't miss too terribly much. We basically ran into, Mike Edgeworth, and he was like, "Good luck, Phoenix. Are you doing good?" And we're like, "We only have 102 fever. It's fine." And he was like, okay, take care of yourself. Good luck. I'm gonna go look into Iris's background. So, hopefully Miles will find out the information that we are seeking. Miss Donim's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Who are we today? We're Phoenix Wright today. Unless you mean cosplay-wise. In which case, we are Lukua from Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The plan is to dress up every day this week because... Oh, cosplay. Okay. The plan is to dress up every day this week because it's Halloween week and I might as well. So today is going to be Lukua because it's one of my easiest and it's one that I have worn quite a few times. The little sip emoji that I have, the little animated emoji that I have, is of her. I'm gonna just post it. So that little sip emoji is Lukua. So she is not really like a side character necessarily, but she's obviously not like one of the main focuses. So, so yeah. But I like her. Her whole thing is pretty simple. I mean, she wears a black tank top. She's got colorful hair. She got horns, pink hat. Um, easy, easy, easy. She doesn't wear glasses like me, but that's okay. I just, haven't ever bought colorful contacts, so I need to make that change at some point. Could be fun. Let's see. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep this hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Okay. So the wall could have been the other place it fell from. Is it possible that Miss Donim was pushed from the top of the wall? But why would she have been up there? Maybe? They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. Do we know what that ladder is doing there? I don't think so. But the sled, now that's got to be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. When we looked at it, it just told us about the wall, so I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a thing or not. But Phoenix said he was hoping we'll find some clues, which means there's probably a clue here somewhere. I thought it was maybe this thing right here, but it's not. I was trying to check all the little spots. So, just hoping, but I'm not seeing anything. So it's possible that maybe the top of this wall is where she fell from instead of her room. But that building up there is the main hall. That's where we were staying. It sits kind of funny because it was built on a very steep slope. If you enter from the main gate side, these rooms above me are on the ground floor. Apparently, Miss Donim was staying in the corner room, which is the one that's basically against the wall here. I guess that's where she was pushed from that night. So, that's where she was staying. It's about where our magnifying glass was, which is the same height as this wall. So she could have been pushed from either one. The question is, was she? Because there's also this image of a flying lady. So what is that about? Why was the crystal from her staff at the base of Dusky Bridge? What's going on? Can people teleport? I don't know. Do we still think Bikini's guilty? Because I'm willing to believe that still. Alright, I'm not seeing anywhere else that there could be a hidden clue. I was hoping this was something, or maybe this. But that's a whole lot of no. Weird. Same with the building I live in. To get to the ground level, you have to go up about 12 steps. But the back of those have a small backyard and are on ground level. Oh. That's kind of cool. But also, a little bit weird. I can see where that would be a thing, because, like, if this is the hillside, and, like, there's trees growing up here and whatnot, and this is, like, a slightly different area, then, of course, here's a whole temple sitting on top of the structure, and then this is just the backyard. So, kind of cool. There seems to be something at her feet, because it's blue, but it won't let me click on it, and it won't let me click on literally anything else in this picture, so I don't know. I guess we'll just move. Okay, have fun with your phone call. Ah! Jesus. Hey! Oh. I think it was Gumshoe.
What was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell?
So this is where you've been. Keep it nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished repair? The bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know.
Well, then I'll come along with you and...
Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in this case.
What was that? I'm involved, aren't I? You couldn't get much more involved than me.
Suspicious. Ah! Oh my god. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's... Miss Von Karma! Oh no. Sister, please leave the investigation to me.
My, well, you certainly seem to have everything under control.
I am on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to do. As you work to pin the guilt on Iris. What are you daydreaming about? Phoenix writes. Ow, that hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francisco von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. So you will follow me. She's not seriously gonna follow me around, is she? Yes, she is. Okay, let's go. Let's go rescue Maya because she needs our help. Can we please take the snowmobile? Oh my god. He's got planks and like a large... Okay, that's cool. We're coming, Maya! Don't worry, buddy! Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. Wait, who's that? That voice. Pearly! Pearls, you're okay!
Mr. Nick! Mr. Nick!
Oh, so you were here ever since that night.
I was so lonely. I thought I was going to die.
Pearl.
When I woke up in the morning, I saw the dusky voice was gone. I realized I was all alone.
Wait, where's Maya? She was all alone. It must have been very trying for you, little girl.
Ah, you were...
I am Francisco von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry now that I am here.
You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mystic Maya last year.
Well...
I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your whip.
Oh, damn, Pearl, please. That was so spicy.
Mystic Maya didn't do anything wrong, but you were so mean. I'll never forgive you.
Damn. It's like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Pearl is savage. Heck yeah. Are you gonna go home now? No! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Anyway, Pearls? Weren't you with Maya?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
What's all your fault? Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls?
Take Maya!
Hey, wait! Where is Maya? Just ran away! Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix writes. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearl's acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got the chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Well, this is suspicious AF because there should be snow all over this thing. What the crap? There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix writes. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francisco von Karma? I seem to remember. Yeah, see? It was covered in snow. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Like what? Listen, Phoenix writes, it's impertinent to call people by their full name. But you do it all the time. I was only copying you. Right. You literally do it all the time. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix writes, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? What? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. She won't slap her. She'll probably answer happily. Phoenix writes, what? Would you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is the mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix writes. I didn't see anything! You can see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope or a wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix writes? I don't know why we gave her a French accent. I've stuck with that one. Alright, so that incinerator? Super weird. The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Does she not read Japanese? Actually, I can't read it either. Phoenix, why? Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix writes. She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come now, Phoenix writes. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? Wow. Francisca is into breaking the law. She is probably an arsonist. This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix writes. Same. You're an arsonist too? Breaking the law? Oh, the breaking the law thing. Yeah. She's down to break the law. She saw no entry and said, hold my whip. Not the arsonist part? Oh, okay. She actually didn't say hold my whip. She said, get whipped. I'm going through. Yeah. Oh. You're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Alright, how do we go places? Okay, we can't go into the garden, even though I wanted to. I wanted to follow Franzie's lead. Oh, that's a... Chat, that's a... Are y'all seeing this? That's a Cyclock. But it's in real... am I hallucinating? Is Phoenix Wright hallucinating? Because that's the thing that the Magatama is supposed to produce. And only the person with the Magatama is supposed to see it. Also, what's up with the picture? I almost didn't see it because I was so busy with the Cyclock. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. It appears she is nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Alright, first and foremost, what the hell is that on the ground? What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix writes? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually... A woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes, there is a very appetizing smell in the air. Why is there gravy all over this? But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? Because remember, that is Oh no, it updated. Dang it, I was gonna show you. Oh, you can touch to see before and after. Okay, cool. It's supposed to be Misty Faye. That's concerning. So it was originally a picture of Misty Faye, and Maya made a comment that she only knew that that was her mother because of the symbol at the top. So she hadn't seen her mother in so long that she didn't remember what she looked like. And now it looks like this. She's completely covered in gravy for some reason. Weird. All right. I'm trying to look at everything else before I look at the lock. Oh. It's not going to check anything off until I look at the lock, I bet. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can't do anything. Yeah, you can do anything except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Speaking of, where is Pearl? She's not in the room. Look at those wafer-thin mattresses. I'm sorry, Phoenix writes. Wafer thin? Yeah, you know, thin like a wafer. In other words, uncomfortable. That's how we describe things like these mattresses. I guess you must say wafer thick or something back in Germany. What about these mattresses? Certainly not. Oh. I wonder if wafers are much thicker in Germany or something. The scroll shows a picture of Misty Faye, master the Quine channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's drawn on this scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Well, artists, yeah. So we're not telling her what's on the scroll? That's a little weird. Alright, now the elephant in the room. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains. It's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a psych lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What took you so long? Oh no! It's Goggles! What's up? How are you? Daddy? I don't know. I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, Mr. Trite. But Prosecutor Godot, I didn't know you were here. Prosecute, sir. How come you didn't show up at the trial today? Ha! I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so... I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough! I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, Trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Ha! Well, I guess I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly. Know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. Whoa, Godot! Whoa! We don't condone that in this. We don't condone that here. No, we don't stand with Godot. Oh my god. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady von Whippingberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright? Well, what are you hitting me for? Ha! You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger or is it sorrow? you had some important business and that's why you weren't in court, huh? So what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I've returned from the depths of hell to do battle with you. You see, Trite, I've experienced something that most have not. Death. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustments of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So you mean that mask you wear is... this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still. Okay. I keep this worn-out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death? How is that possible? What happens? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, that's right. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended, and who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Me either. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. Do we? It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Trite? Okay. Earlier you said I've done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here, on this side of Dusky Bridge, is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Trite, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Then, where's Maya? Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where is that? The Sacred Cavern, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched that cavern yet, huh? Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. Oh. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. I didn't send her for shit! She went herself! She decided to do this! You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and chains? He called her my horse angel. Okay. It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite. It's not my fault. She wanted to take on this training course. Once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all. Is he blaming me for Mia's death? Are you kidding me? When the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? He's legitimately blaming me for Mia's death. This is ridiculous. And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. I didn't kill her! Red White killed her! No, that's not how it was! It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man. But she bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. It was literally my first case. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but... You were with her at the time. You and no one else. That's not true. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well then, I'd say you've learned nothing, trite. You robbed her of her life, and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death. No! He's so mean. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock open would, well, let's just say, the inner temple and the sacred cavern would be a thing of the past. Bolt cutters? Very well, then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening it with the key? Ha! Sure. Just show me where the keyhole is on this Trek lock. There's no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. Oh. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was to train in there. Doesn't that mean Bikini said it? Sister Bikini did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot! How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. Or she's in the river. You'd better start praying. You'd better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Friend of mine? Edgeworth? Listen up, Trite. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. Wow, okay. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix writes. That's what everyone says. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. Alright, can I look at it again? This door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird lock wasn't on it. As if they're guarding something. I've seen the locks, blah blah blah, dark secrets. Welcome back. Godot was here, and he said that he undergoes maintenance for his body, and that he's pretty sure that Maya is dead behind this funky lock, which looks like all the Cyclocks we've dealt with. So, apparently Iris is the only one who can open this lock, allegedly, because she was the sister on duty. Except that was Bikini, but, you know, whatever. So Edgeworth is on his way with Iris to help us out. We're dealing with the property in Texas. No worries. What do I do? Can I just use this? No? Okay. Court record? No. Alright, well, we can't really do anything in there, so let's go outside. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Oh! Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. My brain, this is driving me nuts. What is happening? Apparently, part of the house collapsed. Oh, and there's a giant hole in the roof. God dang. There. Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Oh, please don't wake me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder, with my whip. So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How did you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not? Who decided if you wanted to wash that off or not? That was the house we were supposed to go live in. Oh, crap. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? Ah, you mean the one that says no entry on it? I, kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kinda garden-like garden. A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you. I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Do you mean that I'm not asking you, I'm telling you? Or... I don't know what that means happening. That really sucks, Anna. I hope there's a way to fix it that doesn't require you to completely rebuild half your house. That really sucks. Any idea what happened to it? Yeah, isn't it normally the other way around? That's what I thought. Well, see you later. What is he washing off? So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wrights? Of course. What else would we do? It's also the property with the insanely high property taxes and back taxes. We have someone who really wants it. He's taking it for free, but taking over the debts and liens that come with it. Oh, it's just old. Okay. Okay. Is that instead of y'all going and living there, or was that like after y'all had lived there kind of thing? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Alright, here we go. Into the secret garden. That says Maya. That says Maya. Oh, instead. Okay. Oh, is that why Gumshoe wanted to wash it off? Because it says Maya? Is she gonna get accused of murder again? This girl, I swear to God. We can't live there now. The house is gone. The only thing to do with that house now is tear it down. That's fair. There is a strange feeling on the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy? A Von Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found in here. We can't live there now. Oh, you already said that. My bad. But... Oh. Gummy. What's that? A little lantern, a little statue. It is certainly a quaint little garden. Oh! What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, isn't it? The reason she wasn't living here was the fact that the foundation was already collapsing. Oh. Probably a good thing then, that she wasn't living there. Everything else is completely frozen over. Ooh. Only the front part of the house was safe to enter. Ooh. But the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this has any impact on the case. Oh, well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. Ah! Next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? I want to pick that up. There it is. There's a charm or something poking out from the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it, too. Apparently it belonged to the victim. Ah! What's it doing here, then? To Miss Elise Donem. Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this charm match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Alright. Wait. That's called the Karine Master's Talisman. Why does this lady have it? When I get there, we're going to get some of her mom's stuff out of the house, moving that to a friend's shed. It'll be his. A lot less stress and a lot less money every month. Texas property values or property taxes are no joke. Whew. Hopefully you will be able to find somewhere that is less expensive to live every month, and that it will be a lot less stress on you guys. But also, it freaking says Maya. It is upside down, but it says Maya. What the heck is that? Uh-oh, you spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. Great. I have a bad feeling about everything. Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you, wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh? No, it wasn't me, sir. I'm gonna move in with her god sister for a while as we finally start work on the house in Arkansas. Nice! It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. You can't tell anyone, got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. What? There's a decent sized room available for us, and she'll give us half the living room to use with temporary walls for privacy. Very nice. Only thing we need to make sure of is she won't mind me bringing the boys in. That's going to be the big one. That will definitely be the big one. Fingers crossed that she's able to let that happen, that she's willing to let that happen, and that y'all won't have to stress out too much. But also, Gumshoe, what the hell was that? Is that it? That's it. Gah! Whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. There are a couple of torches here. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. Maya was training here on the night of the murder. It's not unreasonable to think these things were lit up at the time, I guess. She's already taking the cats that Danielle is bringing and letting Danielle build kennels in her backyard to keep our girls in. Okay. Well, fingers crossed, the boys too. Okay, this is very strange. Have we looked at everything? I think we've looked at everything. Trying to make sure I've looked at everything and that I'm not missing anything. Okay, so we have Maya's name written in blood again on this stone lantern. We have lanterns that were recently lit. We have a charm that Elise was wearing that is also got the symbol of the Master of the Crying technique on it, which is just a whole lot of suspicion after suspicion after suspicion. We don't see the charm in this photo, but apparently the broken pieces of leather cord were around her neck, so it's there. But, huh. I'll be keeping the boys with us in the room and just taking them out a lot. She probably will, but I don't want to assume. And I think the boys will love her. Not sure about Patch and all those cats. Fair. Okay, I have no idea what the crap is happening right now. This case just got a little bit more complicated. Maya's missing, and there's all this stuff. So, how's the Inner Temple investigation going? We had the best forensic team in the world working the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, this place is as clean as a whistle. There's blood on the... Never mind. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. Is that stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow, correct? No, you're fine. That's a-okay. They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... It's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya. Oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yes, we heard. He got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We will have to wait, since she is the only one who can open the door to the Sacred Cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down. I felt like I was drowning. Oh my god. Since you don't mind, she and her dad have also been dealing with a trespasser every night for the last 5 days or so. A trespasser? Like a person? Like, where? Why? What's happening? Shoot them, I guess. I don't know. Sounds pleasant. That sounds awful, and I hate that for her. Maya, so these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse, this is the victim's blood. Oh my god, of course it is. Huh? This is Mr. O'Nem's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's looking that way, pal. Most interesting. Phoenix writes, I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down? You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. I bet this is gonna be great. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Gumshoe. Gumshoe. That's fantastic. A young man coming onto the property every single night around 3 a.m. Danielle caught him the first night and followed him to his house. Is he just using the property to cross through, or... yes, there are 4 people with guns trained on that property right now. Danielle, her dad, and the neighbors on both sides. Fair enough. But also, is he, like, crossing through the property to get to his property? Or is he looking for something? Or... Why is this happening? Anyways, there is only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Donem wrote these letters herself, and in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Donem's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how these events took place, pal. What? Great. Fantastic. So Miss Donem was killed here? Then how did her body get to the other side? however you want to look at it. That's what people are saying now. Then what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think, Miss Vakama? Surely a special gumshoe investigation will reveal the answer, no? But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set them all up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix writes. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. Right. Okay. Alright. Somehow, the body that was killed here ended up on the other side of the bridge. Maya is nowhere to be found, except she might be locked in that inner chamber and might also be dead. Everything's really weird. Nothing's making any sense. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. Oh. And Francisca does not react to that at all. He doesn't live anywhere near there. We suspect, only theory, that he was the one who tried to steal our dog. He came back once to try again. Danielle caught him, ran him off, and followed him, unarmed. I'm still miffed about her doing that. Her dad went to the sheriff, who then went to the dude's house, but he didn't open the door. So Dad went and talked to his mama. He's been coming back every night. We think he wants to try and intimidate Danielle's dad. He's a Vietnam vet, sniper, and... I'm assuming you mean the dad is a Vietnam vet. And I need to figure out exactly what it was the bikini actually saw. I guess that means Iris is free to go. Okay, let's go back to here. We have to wait until Edgeworth gets here, but I don't know what to do. And heavy artillery. So now Danielle has a second gun loaded next to the bed, and her dad is staying there now too. Cameras all over the property, and he's lighting up the place today. Gotcha, okay. There's not really anything else for me to explore. We're just kind of waiting for Edgeworth to get here. Also, if Larry did draw these, why is his picture so terrible? Like, look at this graffiti scrawled right on the front of the shack. At least he managed to get a pretty good likeness. When I really think about it, I guess art kind of suits him. I mean, his very existence is an art of sorts. That boy has no idea who he's dealing with. I'm sure he doesn't. Suspension bridge, move. Cool, something else is happening. Alright. It seems you have a visitor. Whoa! I thought it was gonna be somebody else. She jump scared me.
Mr. Wright.
Iris, I'm really glad to see you. I'm not really glad to see her. Alright, we're turning the mic up because Iris has always got a quiet voice. Godot managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him. We gotta hurry and unlock the sacred cavern.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in there.
If he keeps up coming there, he's going to end up severely hurt if not dead, right? Yikes.
Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later?
Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, right? Wait, am I not going? Hold it! Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys! Sorry, right? I can't allow you to come with us. Oh, because she might be dead. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but Maya Fey is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. The Texas country, they have every right to shoot him when they catch him on the property. It's literally the law. Yep, stand your ground. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand, right? But it's Maya.
Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct?
Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix writes. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. Protect your castle. Exactly. Ack! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix writes. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? Are there? Because... No, Maya demands my attention. She's right.
Is she?
Thanks for reminding me.
Is she?
Because Maya's the most important thing. Like, I should be standing, waiting, like a dog, waiting for her to come across. But also, that's assuming she's even alive. This whole thing's a mess. Alright, where's Bikini? We got some talking to do. There she is. Sister Bikini looks like she shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix writes. What's wrong, Sister Bikini?
My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? Wah, wah.
From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down.
Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome, crimson-clad prince.
Is she talking about Edgeworth?
It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her?
Only what you had to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain.
Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Blue Suits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see.
Huh, me? Ack! Oh, yes, you did great, Sister Bikini. I was in the hospital, I wouldn't know.
Absolutely spectacular! You two are the only ones who've said that to me.
I can't shake the feeling that I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix writes? Sure, she was brave to testify so truthfully like that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break those cyclocks of hers. I turned the mic up because I thought there was going to be more Iris dialogue, but I guess there wasn't. Now it's time to duel. No, I'm just kidding. Dang, 5 of them. Okay. Hopefully we have everything we need. Sister Bikini, the truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Listonem had a special significance to this temple. Because... My mic is fine like this? Okay, cool. This is an image of Misty Faye. And above the image of Misty Faye is this funky little drawing thing. It's a lot of locks. Exactly. And we gotta break them all. So, Misty Faye, right? Got that Master of Corrine symbol above her head. And this gut dang thing that we just found also has the Master of Corrine symbol above it. And Elise was wearing it. So I'm pretty sure she's Misty Faye in disguise. Which means that's Maya's mom. Which means Maya's mom is dead. Oh no. Oh, that means Maya's mom is dead. And we don't know where Maya is. Maya could be dead too. We found Pearl, but she ran off. I don't know where she is right now. Okay. Whew. I'm convinced that Miss Listonem had a special significance to this temple. Blah, blah, blah. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity.
What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author. Just an author of picture books.
I saw Pearls. Where was she? So she was on the other side of the bridge. On the side of the bridge with Maya, except Maya's missing. If Maya is anywhere, she is in the inner temple. So Pearls is said she's been here all alone, which means she hasn't been able to talk to anybody on the other side of that very obviously see-through door. So there's some suspicious stuff going on. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her.
Suspicions?
Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory, though. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Donim's true identity. That is the whatchahuber. There's some funky shit happening. Exactly. There really is. Miss Donim had this charm with her at all times.
Grog, where did you...
This isn't some cheap good luck charm either.
Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean?
It's a talisman, is it? Interesting.
Oops.
She is determined to hide the fact that that's Misty Faye. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Donim really was. This talisman and one other item unequivocally prove Miss Donim's true identity. We're not going to talk about why there's gravy all over it, however. The painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But the scroll shows the master of the Karine channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her.
We knew it!
Ah! This crest is reserved for the master of Karine.
Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about.
The new master, Maya Fey, told me.
What? You mean that acolyte is Misty Faye's
daughter? Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Faye's sole successor.
Mystic Misty!
Oh, the locks broke! How does she not know that? Apparently she just didn't know. She didn't know that that was who that was. So she knew who Mystic Misty was, which we didn't know. And Maya didn't know, because Maya didn't recognize her. GG. Heck yeah, all I did was one thing and they all broke.
Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark on it, well, I nearly fainted. No one had seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all.
I don't think that's the voice we originally gave Bikini. What is the significance of this talisman, sister?
The Karine talisman is the symbol of the Master of Karine. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death.
Maya must have been a young child when her mom disappeared. Yes, because Maya is 19. She would have been 2 years old when her mom disappeared. Sounds good to you? Thank you. And then, of course, Mia Fey was like 20-something. I don't remember. Amazing.
The bearer must carry it with them always until their death.
Until their death. It was ripped off of her when she died. Probably. Because it was broken, so I assume like it got tugged on or she tugged on it or something. So, Elise Donim was really Maya's mother, huh?
She was Misty Faye, master of the Karine channeling technique.
That also makes her Pearls' aunt. Fun fact. The truth comes out at last. It looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister. After 17 years, why did she choose to show herself now?
Because something happened that called her out of hiding.
Something happened? What happened?
Well...
What's happening? That's an earthquake. Edgeworth is afraid of earthquakes. It can't be.
Earthquake! Ah! Oh my goodness, the inner temple! This kind of tremor might... The inner temple? The sacred cavern in the training hall, it might very well cave in.
Poor Maya, though. Her mom came back and promptly got murdered. What? Maya! Maya's about to get murdered. It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand there and do nothing. Let's go. What? Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini will finish this later, all right?
Of course. You run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits ready.
Come on then, Phoenix Wrights. They won't bar you from entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. Okay, so the circumstances are thus. Edgeworth, who is deathly terrified of earthquakes, because we've seen him collapse on the ground when there's an earthquake before, was leading Iris into the inner temple to open the sacred cavern. She's the only one who can apparently do it. And now there's been an earthquake. So did she escape? Did it collapse? We don't know. Let's go find out. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's all right. He's not all right. He's afraid of them. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles Edgeworth? How did she know? Oh no. Not Maya. I know. Maya might be dead. Maya might have been dead this whole time. We don't actually know. Because she wasn't answering Pearl. Because Pearl said she was all alone. So there's every possibility that Maya is not among the living anymore. Which would mean that the entire Fae clan, or at least the main family, would be gone. Also, we were totally thinking about Miles Edgeworth, because Phoenix can't go 5 seconds without thinking about his boyfriend. Come on, let's go. Move it, move it. I like to move it. We gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Oh my god! You're okay! Stop jump scaring me, people! Goddamn! I know it's Halloween week, but come on now. Right. Ah! What are you doing here? Ugh. How could I have... Pearl will be the next master. Not a good idea. She's like 9. Also, what do you mean, how could I have? How could you have what? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the only one getting whipped? She's gone. No! The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Iris is dead? Gone where? Oh. She escaped. Holy crap, okay. She fled. She escaped. What? Damn it, Edgeworth. I mean, it's not his fault there was an earthquake. So it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I mean, he has a fear of earthquakes because that's what caused his dad to end up dead, so... I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. Yeah, you should have. No, I mean, the way he started that. Yeah, for sure. He was like, she's gone. We thought everyone was dead. But also, why did he go alone? That doesn't even make any sense. Why would you escort a defendant alone? As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes, and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? His dad's death? Yeah, I would imagine it would. That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. Lead with Iris got away. Yeah, exactly. He could have phrased it so much better. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. And we need to get a manhunt underway now and search the Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth. Have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross... No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on this situation? Also, Maya, right, we're all standing around for what? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall's sacred cavern now. We need to check on Maya. All right, let's go. Is Maya alive or not? I just need to know. Fortunately, the sacred cavern hadn't caved in. Okay. But what we found... Uh-oh. Steel yourselves, chat. We don't know if this is going to be bad or not. Was something none of us could have ever expected. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh my god, they're multiplying. How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? I don't know. Whoa! Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? No, she's standing right in front of us. That means that she locked Maya in there. Yeah, wait, huh? Exactly! Okay, that was the first half of the investigation. We're gonna try to get through the second half. What the heck is going on? Okay. Right. Is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What? What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks?
Yes.
If only I was stronger. Oh, what's going on? Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Also, Maya! Yeah, where's Maya? Like you want to talk with your face all green. Where is Maya? Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspects. You go and get a grip on yourself. Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly fine. There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current states. Go and get some rest. That is your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth. Wow. Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. Good tag team. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. Phoenix, you're focusing on the wrong thing right now. Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives. That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix writes. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see.
In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that.
I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was all right, but...
But what?
Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would do something like this?
Interesting. So she's saying she's not the one who put the extra locks on.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it.
And you aren't the one who sets these locks? I don't think it's that simple, Francisca von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. Oh. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them. But...
It will take time, won't it?
yes, about a day if I had to guess.
A whole day? Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us?
Sure, I'll do whatever I can.
Cut the dang chains? That's what I said! We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. As if she didn't before. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get. And what might that be, Phoenix writes? I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the Inner Temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too. Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the Inner Temple. It's as if you were... Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Oh. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. And she locked Maya in, so she was in the Inner Temple. Exactly. She had to be, unless Sister Bikini was the one that did it, and she's just trying to say Iris did it. But then who set these 4 extra locks? Alright, do we have enough stuff to break this? I have no idea. But that's all we can do right now, is try to break this dang thing. Also, why is she crying? She gotta stop crying like this. Shape up, lady. I think it's time you told the truth about what you were doing on that night. I have no idea. You said you were in your room at Hazakura Temple the entire time. Do you still claim that to be the truth?
Yes, that's where I was.
Iris, I believe you're innocent. No, because Iris also said she was the only one who could open. That's true. Iris did say that. You're right. I forgot about that. That's why I want to believe what you're telling me too, but I can't. Because this person saw you somewhere else on the night of the murder. Sister Bikini, I guess. I'm talking about Sister Bikini, of course.
Sister Bikini.
Her testimony in court today was very clear.
That night I was helping an acolyte with her training in the Inner Temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently. So I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned to Hazakura Temple.
Sister Bikini didn't just see you. She spoke with you. You two talked about Maya's training that night. So you see, Iris, you were there at the Inner Temple on the night of the murder.
That's very impressive, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
The acolyte's actual training was due to start after 10 o'clock that night. I left the main hall early so I wouldn't be late.
What time was that?
Let me see. It takes about 20 minutes to walk between the main hall and the Inner Temple. So I would have left at about 9:40 p.m., I think.
I don't think that works because we saw her just before 10 o'clock and she rang the lights out bell. Sorry, Iris, but lying just doesn't suit you.
Huh?
Now, you say you left the main hall at 9:40, but what you say doesn't add up with this. Evidence. Is it this one? Because... adds in 1 minute. Okay. I think it's this. You yourself testified to the contrary, don't you remember? You said you rang the lights out bell at 10 o'clock that night.
Ah.
Plus, only moments before you rang that bell. You were seen at the main hall by the most reliable witness I have.
Who's that?
Me. Obviously, you spoke to me. You gave me your hood.
Mr. Wright.
We even spoke a little that evening. That's when you gave me this. Surely you haven't forgotten. Does she have memory problems? What's going on right now?
Oh, that's right. I remember.
And that brings us to another puzzling fact, Iris. At 10 o'clock on the night of the murder, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time. It's time you told me exactly what's been going on, Iris. So far, I've managed to prove 2 things. First, on the night of the incident, you were at the Inner Temple. Is she and the other two... her and Dahlia? Oh, I didn't think about that. I've just been assuming she's Dahlia this whole time, but... is this gonna be a twin situation? Man, that's kind of cool, actually. But also, how do we prove it? And why is her hair black and the other girl's hair red? You were here at the Inner Temple. And second, at the exact same time, you were ringing the bell at Hazakura Temple. There's only one possible explanation for this apparent impossibility. There were 2 of you. That's our theory right now. If she were Dahlia, Phoenix would have known. He thought she was from the jump. He saw the picture and thought it was Dahlia. On the night of the incident, you were seen in 2 different places at the same time, which means there must have been 2 of you. I can't think of any other explanation, Iris.
But that's crazy. How could that be? There's only one of me. It's impossible.
That's Dahlia. That's Dahlia. That right there is exactly what Dahlia pulled when we caught her lying in multiple cases now. He did change his mind, yeah. Impossible? I wonder. The way you're trembling certainly seems to suggest otherwise. Gulp.
You're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me? Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me.
Oh. I don't know how to prove that. I don't know how to prove that. I don't think I have something that can prove that. I mean, we could... Ugh, how do we even begin to think of this one? I don't know. I'm totally not looking it up in the background. Don't worry about it. Okay. It's entirely possible... Is Dahlia in your profile? Blah, blah, blah. No, only Iris. You know, it's possible that we just don't have the evidence for it. I was trying to see what you're supposed to, like, present or whatever. I think we just don't have the evidence yet. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Okay, I thought it was going to be pretty simple, but it wasn't. So, let's leave her here with Francisca and go investigate now that we can. I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. Can I count on Iris? Why do I trust her so much? From Sister Bikini, Edworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Speaking of, where is Pearls? I haven't seen Pearls since, like, when we found her. The cops are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's gotta be a tough job. Whoa! Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Mutter, mutter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! Jump scared him. Oh no. Hey, don't you dare run away. Edgeworth is like, I've got to go. What do you want, right? What do I want? You came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. Come on, bro. Bring it in. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible. Oh. Maybe we shouldn't talk to him yet. Yeah. You guys are putting a lot of effort in the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance that this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. I found the proof you need, just don't know how to get it. This might be it. Okay. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect. Maya, as well as Iris. It's our job, right? Okay. You want to know? If I can't just get it out of him, then I'll ask, but let me get a little bit more story in first. So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes? No, though thankfully my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. Aw, it's actually kind of sad. 17 years ago, when we were little kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. I like how it gives the backstory, in case you either forgot what happened in the previous games, or you haven't played them. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse. My hair is, like, not cooperating. Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney. We were deprived of oxygen, and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life. He thought he did it for a long time. I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 2 years ago, right? You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay? Just hug it out, you two. Maybe smooch it out. You'd be alright. There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file? Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago? It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. So, who is she? Phoenix, you already know. I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be a crucial piece of the puzzle that solves his case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder. Is she? Unrelated? Yes. I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew. Okay, so that's not it. She is not. Oh. But she is connected! I mean, we just guessed that they were twins. We just can't prove it yet. Alright, let's move. Where is Pearls? That's what I need to know. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should probably check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Okay. Let's go find Larry sulking again, I guess.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Hey, it's Pearls! Still don't know how to get the proof in that case. Nowhere. Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Missing Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry? This is the loser shack, where losers get together to lose themselves. What are you teaching this 9-year-old? This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that?
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Louise did a picture of me.
That's, great. Pearls? We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Missing Maya.
Aw, Pearly. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Huh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now, with Pearl. 2 losers, cooking potatoes forever. Together, forevermore. What am I going to do with him? Alright then. What do you think about this picture, Pearls? Poor little Pearls, I know.
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw it all, so I think it's really amazing.
See, someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's just like a dream, a wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew, I'm telling you. Iris really flew that night.
But Mr. Louise...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you. Sorry. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was there that night. Oh. Oh. Hold on. That looks like somebody falling. If you flip it upside down, it looks like somebody falling into the river. Is that what happened? Did he see us falling into the river? No, because we met him at the bridge. That couldn't have been it. Well, somebody must have fallen. Did Maya fall? Is that what the secret to this case is? Is Maya fall into the river? But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. Because he's looking at it upside down. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like I drew in the picture. I have to answer my mom real quick. Hang on. My mom was asking me about a flight, and I am not able to go. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with the look of doubt on your face? Pearls?
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder. Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it really doesn't matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
It does. Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donim's room, reading a book together. But Miss Donim was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple. Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
Okay. Whoa!
Hey, I've been a bad girl.
That's a lot of locks.
That's why I'm being punished.
What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
What? What? Her powers have disappeared? What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls? Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps?
Huh. Ah!
Wait, go, Nick. You made her cry. That's really cruel of you. Whoa! Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her psych locks to get the truth out of her. What in the world is going... Why is Pearls summoning people? Why? What is happening in this case right now? I don't think my medicine took away my headache. This is getting crazy. Alright, let's do our best. Also, that was really creepy in the background. Jesus, that's a lot of locks. Okay. Stop crying, Pearl. Let's go. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me. But I didn't go in the end.
You didn't go?
No, there was somewhere else I had to go instead. I was so worried. I had to go. I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so nervous.
So Pearls never went to Miss Donim's room because she was too worried about something or someone else. Pearls? On the night of the murder, you went to this place, didn't you? I'm gonna assume the Inner Temple because that's where we found her. And did she go there because of Maya? You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's still not going to open up to me. This is where you went because you were so worried, right? The next question is, who or what were you so worried about? Now I'm going to take a guess, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, okay?
You mean you know?
If I'm right, will you tell me the whole truth?
Okay.
You went to this place for one very simple reason, and that is this. Maya! It's obvious what you were so worried about, Pearls. It was Maya, wasn't it?
Huh.
You knew the training Maya was undertaking was dangerous. After all, it was the special course.
I signed up for your special course.
I forgot her voice for a minute.
Well, my, quite brave of you considering how cold it is. Young people can be so reckless with their health. Don't blame me if you become one with those you channel. Wow!
I messed that up completely. Sister Bikini scared you with what she said, didn't she? And because it was you who introduced Hazakura Temple to Maya in the first place, you felt responsible, didn't you?
Thinking about what could happen to Mystic Maya made me more and more worried. I couldn't sit still at all. That's why I decided to go and find out how she was doing at the inner temple.
Then we're clear now that you went to the inner temple that night, Pearls. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 when I left the main hall. I heard the real training was supposed to start at 10. I wanted to get there before it started. But there was so much snow, so I didn't get there until after 10 o'clock.
Until after 10? How did you know what time it was?
Because I heard the bell ringing for lights out.
Did you hear the lights out bell? The Hazakura Temple's bell... The Hazakura Temple bell's pretty small though, isn't it? You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of that bell, that's all. I didn't want to miss it, that would be terrible.
She was trying to hear the bell? Tell me, Pearls, why were you so worried about hearing that bell?
Huh? Oh, I
think I know why. The reason you were so worried about that bell was because of this. I don't think I know this. I don't think I know why. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should try and investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. Yeah, I don't think I know why Pearls needed to know the bell. This is getting more and more complicated. And I don't know why. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back at the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Oh my god. That was a weird shipping moment. Oh my god. Hey, sister.
Well, what's the damage? How's the secret cavern?
It looks like it survived, but we have a bigger problem now. Can't she be helping with the locks? I told Sister Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern.
But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition.
We have Iris of the Sacred Cavern, trying her best to open them for us right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk with you about, Sister Bikini.
Oh yes, we were in the middle of a chat, weren't we?
Yes, you were telling me how the Master of Korean disappeared 17 years ago. I want to know why Misty Faye suddenly appeared at this temple.
It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise, no, I mean Mystic Misty, arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the master, she said, "Someone is trying to destroy Korean tradition's main family line." Oh. I am here to put a stop to them.
Oh. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line?
There is only one heir to the title of master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new master of Korean, and her daughters, the main family. All other mediums become branch family members, with no hope of controlling the clan. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan.
Oh.
Branch families always have, and always will, plot to erase those of the main family line.
Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? Excuse me?
You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know its power is real.
Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel the spirit of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask Damask case. And during the Maggie Bird's trial, too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help out whenever I need her the most. I think I could use her right about now. Maybe we should go get Pearl and be like, hey, do you think you could try getting Mia for me?
The Karine technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean the ability to commune with the dead. That's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there, behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill?
The cops? I suppose so, but with all that power and influence, I kind of expected you'd be really rich by now.
Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? Ho ho ho! You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake.
Because of Misty's mistake. A mistake? What mistake? The DL6 incident.
It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident.
Man, all of these incidents are tied together. A hug for you too. Thank you. That incident. Is she talking about what I think she is?
I'm sure the records still exist if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. That's the name of the file.
Of course it is! The DL6 incident. I knew it! Of course. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a related case just 2 years ago.
Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case.
That's true, we were. A murder that took place 17 years ago.
It was the first time in the country's history the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer.
And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that as evidence, the investigators were spurred into action.
But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he?
That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case the world had ever seen the Karine tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Karine Village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham. And then she just disappeared, vanished, while everyone still thought of her as a fraud.
But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all.
Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Karine tradition is starting to recover at last. But with a new master wielding the power of the clan.
Does she mean Maya?
The spiritual power of the Karine channeling technique is in the blood.
Maya's told me the exact same thing before.
We women of the Faith Clan have always been spirit mediums. It's because the power to communicate with spirits flows strongly through us.
According to Maya, only the women in the family can inherit that power.
The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Ami. But with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master.
Who was the guilty one 2 years ago? That was Manfred von Karma. You know, the adopted father of Edgeworth and also Francisca's dad. We got him found guilty of killing Miles's dad. It was a whole thing. And the ones who don't become branch families, right?
That's right. It's always the cause of tragedy.
Blah, blah, blah. You know, Maya had a sister, too. An older sister named Mia.
Oh, yes. I've heard of her.
What? You know about Mia?
Of course. She became a lawyer in the hopes of discovering what happened to her mother.
And lost her life as a result.
Do you know what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer.
Oh.
She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition.
Really?
Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Mystic Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt.
Oh yeah, because last year Maya's aunt tried to get her framed for murder. I forgot about that. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master seat from her.
Mystic Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know.
Morgan? There's a name I know well. It was a year ago now, at Maya's home, Karine Village. We're getting a lot of recapping all of a sudden. What she did was terrible. It was all so she could make her own daughter the next master. Her own daughter, who's currently down at the, sorry, I'm adjusting my wig. Who's currently down at the loser's shack with, Larice Donim. Weird times.
I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must already realize that Iris...
Huh? Iris? What's Iris got to do with any of this? What's Iris got to do with any of this?
That Iris is... Mystic Morgan's daughter.
What? What? No. Pearl is Mystic Morgan's daughter. Isn't she? What? Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? What? Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter?
Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already.
One of? I have. I know her very well.
Oh?
Yes, Pearl Faye. But I always thought she was an only child.
You jest, that child. She's Mystic Morgan's. I had no idea.
Bikini! What do you know?
Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she?
Yes, ever since she was found to be a co-conspirator in a murder case last year. What the hell is happening? It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I'm so confused.
I see, so I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2.
There's a third? Wait, what? The 3?
Yes, Iris. Her twin sister and Mystic Pearl.
There is a twin! What? Twin sister?
Oh, didn't you know? It all happened 20 years ago.
I didn't know nothing!
After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Karine's reputation hit an all-time low, when Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master.
Guess who? I don't want to guess!
He left her in the village, taking their twin daughters with him.
Okay. So, Dahlia, who had an older sister, or at least we thought she had an older sister, is actually the twin sister of Iris. Maybe, unless it's a parent trap kind of situation. And Pearls is their younger sister? What? How awful. No, you're fine.
He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up, to be looked after by us here at the temple.
He was a jeweler, Dahlia's dad. But Dahlia had an older sister. Her older sister is the one she murdered.
That was Iris, you see.
It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister... Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler.
So it was Dahlia's dad. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. We don't know how much older. It could be 2 minutes. Well, okay, so we saw the case where Dahlia has an older sister, and her older sister was a cop. Like, it was a whole thing. There was a guy in a prison uniform. He was like 22. He was dating a 14-year-old. It was a whole thing. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh?
Yes, that's right. No doubt it was all because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family.
Anger? What do you mean?
Her twin daughters were taken from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan.
That's why she had pearls?
It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger.
What? What are you saying, Bikini? Dahlia was lying. I mean, that's what we know from what we were told. We were told that that was Dahlia's older sister, and she killed her older sister because the sister was going to reveal that she was alive. It was a whole thing. It could be her stepsister, yeah. Could be her stepsister or half-sister, who knows. Dear old dad doesn't seem like he was the best. Also, what do you mean, Bikini?
It was able to break free of the bars that confined her.
So Iris has a twin sister. The plot thickens. Well, we knew there was somebody somewhere. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Okay, do I ask you about it?
Iris had a twin sister.
If the husband took her away from the mom, he may have had a wife, and that was a stepsister or half-sister. True.
That's really all I know about her. That and the fact that she was taken away from her mother by her jeweler father. I don't have any idea where she is or what she's doing now.
I could tell her, but she'd probably have a coronary and a half. Okay. Being found guilty for murder when she almost killed me too. But, you know. Okay. I wonder if this is enough information for Iris. If that even is Iris. Because now we know there's a twin, so it's very possible that this is the twin we're talking to. So we know she has a twin. I don't know if that's going to be enough information to break the lock, but you know what? I'm going to try. Night of the crime. Alright, we've done all this before. Do you still claim that to be true? Blah, 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 blah. But Bikini saw you somewhere else. Bum, 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 bum. She said you were over here. Yes. Yes, I did do that. I did go. Except, actually, that doesn't work because you also were over on the other side, giving me a hat. Do 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 do. Bing bong 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 bong. This is when you gave me this. No, I remember. Brings us to another fact. You were in 2 different places at the same time because there's 2 of you. Alright. Gulp, 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 gulp. Show me evidence. Okay. Is this gonna be enough? I don't know.
Mr. Wright? When you said there was another me, I was kind of expecting someone who looked like me, you know?
I guess so.
In that case, are you saying that I look like this person?
I mean, we don't know what they look like, but yeah. Well, I can't say with 100% certainty, but...
Can you show me something you are 100% certain about then?
Okay, great. Alright. So I need irrefutable, and I need to flesh it out.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I don't mean to be uncooperative, but you're seriously trying to suggest there's more than one of me?
Then show me the evidence. Show me something that proves there's more than one of me.
Alright, so I guess there's like a photo somewhere, I'm guessing. Alright. Alright. So, we need a photo or something. What if we go talk to Edgeworth about it? Edgeworth, take a look at this shadow. Hey, Edgeworth, did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of this twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently her sister was raised by her father, a jeweler, I think. A jeweler? Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Alright. Lay it on me, Miles. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Okay, so there are two of her. Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. It was my first court case 6 years ago. We've read up on this case, technically. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Falls, right? You know about that case? You're not the only one who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes, Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Falls conspired together to stage a fake kidnapping 11 years ago. This was the case that we first came in, and that grainy picture in the very background there is the older sister cop. And Dahlia jumped and somehow didn't die. They stole a jewel worth $2 million from Dahlia's father, a jeweler. And 5 years after that, 6 years ago, she murdered her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne, to keep her from talking. Her sister? Well, her stepsister. Okay, there we go. It was a stepsister. They weren't blood related. Valerie was the only daughter of Dahlia's father's second wife. Oh. And this is when she entered my life. When Dahlia entered, the woman who tried to kill me. I thought about doing a cosplay of her, but she don't got no booba. So after Terry Falls died, what happened to Dahlia? Did you check that out? Did you check it out, Edgeworth? Does it really matter? Yeah, actually, it might. Like I said, Dahlia isn't connected with this case. She might? Why are you so sure about that? It's simple. Dahlia Hawthorne is dead. Oh. Crap. That doesn't help my two places at once theory. What? Well, her metabolic processes are a matter of interest only to historians, so to speak. You could have said that the first time and then reiterated that she was dead the second time. But also, what do you mean by Dahlia Hawthorne is dead, Edgeworth? Right, I must confess that in reading her file, I came to know of the murder case you were involved in during your college years. Oh, you read about that, did you? You read about my ex. It's not like that, Edgeworth. I promise I'm not hung up on her. Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty. Remember where you are. They can summon dead people! Wait, but then who's channeling her? Who would it? Wait. Did Pearl channel her? Wait, okay. Hang on. Let me just focus on what's happening right now before I theorize into oblivion. Thanks to the persistence of Mia Fey. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! At the time, Dahlia... It's like she was possessed by a demon or something. It's been almost 5 years since that guilty verdict was handed down, and her sentence was finally carried out. She was executed last month. Oh. Executed? I'm sure that's a bit of a shock for you, right? And for more reasons than one. But you understand now. She can't possibly be connected with this case. She's dead, and once someone is dead, there's no way to revive them. There's no way to revive the dead? Not revive, necessarily, but... I wonder... It seems you're not aware of the other connection yet, Edgeworth. And what is that? It's about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne's mother. What's their mother got to do with any of this? She's Morgan Fey, a spirit medium from a branch family of the Corrine channeling technique. Did you say Corrine channeling technique? Do you know something about it?
Of course he does!
Oh yes, I know it's connected with that fraudulent spirit medium. Fraudulent? I was involved in another nightmare 17 years ago. She wasn't fraudulent, honey. I was caught up in the middle of a murder investigation. The police didn't have any leads. They were stumped, and that's when they called her in. She was a very famous spirit medium and the master of her channeling school. But you know what happened? As a result of her efforts, an innocent man was accused of murder. She and her powers, they were all fraudulent. Edgeworth. She wasn't fraudulent, your daddy lied. Go to the police records room, it's all in there. All you have to do is check the DL6 case file and you'll know. Of course, how could I forget? Edgeworth was the victim in that case. Edgeworth, you'll understand someday. And then you'll see that the Corrine channeling technique is real. Great! Can I go check that now? Can I go check that now? Does that mean I have her photo now, though? Yep, okay. So I'm gonna... She was executed last month, though! Oh, this is gonna be weird. I'm here to talk to you about your dead sister. Your dead twin, specifically. Weird. I think it's time you told me the truth, because Sister Bikini said you were in one place, and then I said you were in another. But I still think Bikini had something to do with this. I'm having a hard time believing that Bikini didn't know who Maya was. Like, that's part of what's getting me. Let me see, it takes about 20 minutes, but that didn't work because you were with me and you gave me this. Blah, 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 blah. I think we could also use her testimony as well as the hood, like it's probably one or the other. No, I remember, that's right. Blah, 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 blah. There's only one possible explanation. There's two of you. Blah, 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 blah. That's crazy. How could that be? Show me evidence that proves there's more than one of me. I didn't read that far. Okay. Let's find out if this... I have a firm grasp of the situation now, Iris. You have a sister, don't you? A twin sister, perhaps? Ah. That's right. Dahlia Hawthorne. A woman I know only too well.
I had no idea you knew of her. Very impressive, Mr. Wright. But she's no longer...
Yes, I know. Her sentence was carried out recently, wasn't it? I'm sorry.
Thank you.
There's no need to explain now, is there, Iris? The second you who was here at the temple on the night of the murder? It was your twin sister, Dahlia Hawthorne. Even though we just said she's straight up dead, fam.
But you just said it yourself a second ago. My sister's dead. Have you forgotten that?
Have you forgotten this, Iris? This is a channeling dojo, a training ground of the Karine channeling technique. That night, someone channeled Dahlia's spirit, and you knew about it. And that's the secret you've been trying to hide from me. I got my health back.
I was in my room in the main hall that night. As soon as I heard that I'd been spotted at the inner temple, I knew. I knew it was my sister, Dahlia, the other half of me who passed away last month.
Just as I suspected. The Iris that Sister Bikini saw at the inner temple on the night of the murder? It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Why didn't you tell me this before?
Because my sister always does the right thing.
Excuse me? Always does the right thing? She tried to kill me. She killed a man. Okay. She led one man to his death. She killed her stepsister. She killed another man. She tried to kill me. What do you mean she always does the right thing? Excuse me?
And because I mustn't get in the way of what she's trying to do. I already betrayed her once before. I can't do it again.
You betrayed her? What do you mean? Remember, another sister. Pearl?
That's why I have to accept I may be found guilty. It's the only way.
What is she talking about? She didn't want to be found guilty yesterday.
You know about it, don't you, Mr. Wright? About the fake kidnapping that took place here on Eagle Mountain 11 years ago.
Yeah.
That was the start of it all. It's what started her down that twisted path.
No, I didn't read anything other than how to break her locks. Oh, okay.
She started to commit crime after crime, and in the end, she lost her life.
She tried to kill me.
It's all because I betrayed her.
How did you betray her, Iris?
It was no coincidence that Eagle Mountain is where the exchange was to take place.
Oh.
After all, I helped plan the whole thing.
Oh, she was involved in the kidnapping. What?
But I got scared, so I ran away.
What are you talking about? Why would you help her? She wasn't talking about Pearl. Stealing $2 million from your own father? That's awful.
But I promised that I'd help. And she didn't do it for the money.
Huh?
It was revenge on our father.
Revenge? Oh, for taking them away from their mother. What do you mean by revenge?
He was a hideous man. He threw our mother away and then sent her to hell.
Her mother? She must be talking about Morgan Fay.
Our mother was the eldest daughter of the main branch of the Fay family.
That makes her Maya's cousin, too.
The main family had a lot of influence in many business and political circles at the time. As the eldest daughter, our mother was set to inherit all of that as the next master.
She didn't grow up with her father like Dahlia did, so she's no connection to him. True.
That's the reason our father married our mother in the first place, for power. But his plan backfired. Because our mother's sister took it all from her, she took over as the master of Khura'in.
That would be Misty Faye, Maya's mother.
But before long, the credibility of the Khura'in tradition hit rock bottom. The new master, Mystic Misty Faye, made a terrible mistake. It was during the investigation of the DL6 incident.
Oh my god, she just knows everything, doesn't she?
After that happened, our father took me and my twin sister away, leaving our mother and our home behind. He hated the place. He said it was a hick dive and that he had no reason to stay there.
And that's when you came here to Hazakura Temple?
Yes. The woman my father took as his next wife already had a daughter, Valerie. I had no place in his new family, you see.
Oh.
And I haven't seen my mother once since then. Having the master seat stolen from her and being rejected by her own family. I've heard she's been very battered, spiritually and emotionally.
I think I'm finally beginning to see how the pieces fit together. I have asked her everything I can in my capacity as a prosecutor. This incident, everything related to it, goes back to the history of the Fae clan. That's what it looks like. Iris, there's just one more thing I want you to tell me.
What is it?
During the incident in which your sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, poisoned a lawyer, she began a relationship with a certain college student in order to hide the evidence. That college student, have you heard anything about him?
Well, I did hear one thing. She said she hated his guts.
Oh. Yeah, I thought so. I see. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome.
Ah! Hurry up, Phoenix Wright. There is still much to investigate.
Leave these locks to me. I'll open them for you, I promise.
Thank you. I suppose I'd better continue my investigation. There's still one giant secret left to unlock. Pearl's Cyclock. Yeah. Youch. Okay. She said she hated his guts. Well, there goes my ego. I thought I was a good boyfriend. Okay. So we know that the twins are Pearl's sisters. Probably half-sisters, but her sisters nonetheless. Oh, okay, now we have a thing. Okay. I was expecting Larry and Pearls to be here. I guess they must have gone to collect firewood. I suppose I'll have to check back later. Alright, that means we have to do something first. Main gate. Let's go here. Let's go to the main hall. Let's go to the courtyard. Basically, we're just traveling through places to see if something happens like this. Oh, there's question marks. Sounds like someone's happy. What tune is that they're humming? Hey, it's Gumshoe! Hey, Gummy! What is this song? No motive, no crime, no motive, no crime. Sing it with me, no motive, no crime. I remember when we used to search in the channeling room in Khura'in. Oh, I love my job. Who cares if the clues I find are no good? That's not what investigating's all about. Investigator investigates for the love of investigating. It's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we've lost along the way. I would have never guessed that Gumshoe was into reggae. Hey, it's sort of reggae. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who, me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Oh, okay. What are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon? That Bob Sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? No woman, no cry. There you go. I'm giving it my best shot here, but I still haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. Ooh. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? Tell me more. So how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place at the end of Temple Garden. Oh, he's singing it to the tune of No Woman, No Cry. Got it, which is reggae, yeah. I got the every little thing, it's gonna be alright. That part. Don't worry about a thing. They're taking that bloody writing at the Lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean? I don't know the details, pal. All I know is, if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we looking at here? You got me, I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What did he mean by that? About that letter you found? Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting a gut here trying to find the murder weapon. And all I find is some burnt up old letter. Ooh, burnt up. The incinerator on the other side was recently used. Burnt up old letter? Yeah, it was in that incinerator right outside the temple. I didn't find... I looked in there and I didn't see nothing. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. See, I knew it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. I knew it. But after the incident, the snow had melted away, which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. Oh, you're fine. What's up with you, pal? I got it right here if you want to take a look. You're absolutely sure I do. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can have it. It's all spirit mediums and masters and stuff. I bet it's got no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? Burnt letter added to the court record. It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I'd better give it a good looking over and some serious thought. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering's a crime, pal. Sure. So what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it wasn't the shishishito that was found impaled in the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And what's that you're running around like a headless chicken looking... Oh, and that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah, and man, is it tiring work. But let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We got the feather of forensics in our cap these days. Does he have a what you call it? A metal detector? We used the department's secret weapon on this. Secret weapon? The metal detector. What's the secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No. I know what he's gonna say, but I'll let him look smart. So what's the perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector! Raise your hand if you didn't see this coming from a mile away. Well, you want to give a scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while. Why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe out or not? Why not? Come on, pal. It's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then. I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget, the absolute best. It's so sensitive you could make her cry. It's so high-tech you could skydive off it. Oh, bother. So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. It's possible the real murder weapon is around here somewhere, right? Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. Cool. That's the sound of the metal detector bouncing off some waves. Next, move the detector around and give this courtyard a good look-see, pal. Don't worry, this baby will let you know when you hit something metallic. Then you just press the A button. I don't know what else to say because I hit the button. This thing picks up metallic objects, so take a good look at everything and everything is around. Okay, just look around with it. Cool. So that's what it sounds like when it hits metal. The statue is metal. The shishito next to the golden statue wasn't the real murder weapon, pal. Yeah, I know. I just thought I'd check it out again anyway. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Do you know about that sword? It's supposed to represent multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Yes, I heard something about that. You know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life I'd be leading if I'd not joined the homicide division. You think about that kind of stuff, detective? Of course I do. I think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, me as the detention officer, me as the Blue Badger. There's something to be said about the humor value of Gumshoe as the Blue Badger. Alright. Hey, I found a dollar coin. Huh? Money? If you find money, you have to turn it into the police or detective. If the owner doesn't come forward within 6 months, you get to keep 10%. The other 90% goes to to the police department. Don't get so close to me, detective. Give me some space, will you? Here's the coin. Happy? I definitely made the right decision becoming a detective. Yikes. Talk about a serious case of denial. Alright. This looks like a wallet? Aha! That's where it's been. Black dot. Is it yours, detective? I'm always dropping it, so I put a bell on it. But you still dropped it anyway. Yeah, but now I found it again, pal. Your wallet is completely empty. Well, I drop it all the time, so I don't put money in it anymore. I have a feeling it's because he's broke. And how come the metal detector picked it up? Must be because of the bell, I guess. Yeah, alright. That's a sled. That was the dollar coin. What is this? What's this? A pen? Hey, I've been looking all over for that, pal. How many things have you lost, detective? Huh? It's yours? Yeah, my old man gave it to me when I qualified as a detective. He told me it'd be good for sticking in suspects' faces. That makes you detective sound really nasty. It's my dream to stick it in your face one day, right? Then don't go losing it. Alright. Alright, so we got some stuff here, Shishito, this thing. These are all like ski stuff, so I don't think it's gonna be any of this stuff. I mean, I would think that it was one of these, except for the fact that, like, I don't think it could go in deep enough, so. It's just, what's this? Looks like there's something round buried in the ground here. Don't touch that, pal. Huh? What is it? It's a trap. People set them out to catch us detectives. They're really nasty. What? A trap for detectives? You mean like those fierce traps with the sharp teeth that are supposed to snag your leg? Yeah, those. I got my finger caught in one of those once. Oh my god. Your finger? There was this bit of cheese and it looked so tasty. I reached out and then bam! He got himself caught in a mousetrap. I'm not sure I know how to respond to a story as stupidly pitiful as that. Alright, cool. I thought this was metal. I guess it's not metal. These are metal though. The staff is metal. Look, see? Staff. Why can't I hover over the staff? It doesn't look like there's anything here. Hey, pal, all you gotta do is watch the detector and let it tell you what's there, okay? Alright already, I'm not exactly a whiz at machinery, you know. Oh, I guess I can't look at it. Okay. This is Mr. Nim's staff, isn't it? I guess it's made of metal. Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood. Near the staff. But the detector is reacting to it. So it's made of metal. What's the big deal? Yeah, but however you look at it, the thing's made of wood, alright? But what? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Isn't the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's weird that this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the... Crack? Did you break it, detective? Ah, the top is coming off! Look what you've done! You damaged a really important piece of evidence! Ah! That's a sword. We found the murder weapon. It shouldn't be metal. I thought maybe it was a metal staff. Apparently it's a sword. A sword inside the staff. Is this... Could it be the murder weapon? I'd never have guessed there would be a sword concealed in the victim's staff. They call this kind of thing a sword cane, pal. This one's a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or else the victim would have stabbed her own foot. Alright. I officially give up on trying to figure out how Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why was the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Literally you and me. I figured it had to be the murder weapon when you had to look in that area. Even the police didn't know about it till I discovered it just now. Well, as they say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. And I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No, no, no! I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder! Yeah, of course! This thing's definitely the murder weapon! Great job, pal! Oh my god, he switches sides so fast. It's about the same length as the Shishishito too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to forensics. There's gotta be some traces of blood left, even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. Oh my god, please tell me he put it away. Every case is gonna be airtight. Every case is gonna be airtight. Hold it. Wait up, detective. Huh? What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know? You're going to get that staff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off for just a little while? Huh? What are you talking about, pal? Please. Just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh? How so? Look, Maya's trapped inside the sacred cavern right now, and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think? Maya's been Please, detective! Let's just wait until we can get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of already in there. Okay, just stop it with that face, pal. One thing, though. This staff's secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, alright? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, one-of-the-mill staff. You got it? Okay, now you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Gummy's really putting himself on the line for us right now. Don't worry. She'll be fine. Either murdered or she knows what happened. Or she's the killer. Gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that has some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure. Thanks. Alright, no one knows except me and Gumshoe. Can't help but wonder, though. What was Elise Donem doing with a staff like this in the first place? Protecting herself? From her sister? Can I tell him about Dahlia? What about this, Detective Gumshoe? Any thoughts? Yeah, well, it's pretty chilly today, huh? My brain doesn't work properly in the cold. Perhaps we'll just have to wait until summer when it's warmer? Oh no, my brain doesn't work properly in the heat. I'm kind of weak in the head. I'd sooner suspect Pearl than Maya. Oh. Yeah, maybe. There's some things you're better off not advertising, Gumshoe. Alright, well... Be careful once night falls. Should be there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is our whole... Here is a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is... Burn the... Also make... Tell anyone about this letter. Bravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Oh, I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I think Pearl channeled Dahlia. Oh, shit. But is Maya okay? Because, like... Obviously, Pearl's no longer channeling Dahlia. But... She also said that she failed. That she tried to channel someone and failed. So, does that mean that Dahlia's still alive? Look at that. They really did make a fire right in front of the shack.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Ah, you're too late, Nick. I came here for one of the potatoes. We've already polished them all off. I forgot his voice for a second. Already polished them all off. I think I pretty much got all the evidence I need. Now I just need to find out what Pearls is hiding. Come on, Pearls. We're ignoring Larice Donim. Forced by her big sister Iris, she channeled Dahlia, and Dahlia killed Misty. Ooh. But she said that she failed. When Nick guessed that she channeled somebody and failed. Huh. After dinner on the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Elise Donim's room, reading a book together, correct?
Yes, I was so happy when she invited me, but I didn't go.
I had to go somewhere else instead, blah 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 blah. Tried to channel Dahlia, failed, and Iris did it. Does that mean Iris is still channeling her sister, maybe? Because if that's secretly Dahlia, she would have every reason to keep Maya in there, especially if Maya was, Yeah, maybe. You went here, didn't you, Pearls? Looks like she's not going to open to me. Alright. You mean you know? Okay, you went for the simple reason... Maya. You're worried about Maya. Blah, 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 blah. Such a bikini scared you so bad. What's not clear is what happened after that. About what time was it when you headed over to the inner temple?
It was probably around 9:30 that I left the main hall.
Blah, 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 blah. You must have really good hearing.
I was really trying to pick up the sound of the bell. Why?
I think I know why. The reason that you were so worried about hearing the bell was this thing that says as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Was this. You were given some instructions to follow for that night, weren't you? I presume you recognize these pieces of paper?
Ah! But where did you...
In the incinerator at the inner temple. Pearls. You were following the instructions in this letter that night, weren't you? That's why you couldn't afford to miss the sound of the lights out bell.
Hey, speechless, Sister Nick, you're amazing.
These instructions that were found in the incinerator. I believe they were written for you, Pearls.
For me, I know.
As you can see, a large portion has been burnt, but the last section is still fairly legible. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Who was it, Pearls? Whose spirit were you supposed to be channeling? Taking into account the author of the note and their purpose for writing it, I'm gonna assume it's her mom. Whose spirit would Pearls have been trying to channel? Don't overthink it, Phoenix. It's pretty obvious who Pearls was supposed to channel. The only person that we're talking about that's dead, obviously, so... Even if we didn't assume that Morgan's the one that wrote it, the only person of these people, other than, obviously, the Misty Faye, the only other person is Dahlia Hawthorne, who is dead. It was Dahlia Hawthorne, wasn't it? That was the name that was in the letter.
Huh.
It's just as I suspected. It wasn't Iris whose sister Bikini met at the Inner Temple that night. Isn't Morgan still alive? Yes. But, Pearls was given instructions to channel somebody who is dead. So if we assume that Morgan is the one who asked her to do it, she would have asked her to channel her sister. That's my guess. It was Dahlia Hawthorne. Do you know anything about her, Pearls? Do you know what kind of a woman Dahlia Hawthorne was?
No. I never heard of anyone by that name before reading those instructions.
I thought so. Pearls doesn't have a clue. She doesn't know that Dahlia is her sister. About the instructions in the letter I found, Pearls. Who wrote them? Whoever it was asked you to channel the spirit of someone you'd never heard of. I still think Iris asked her. Well, somebody wrote her these, and she, like... Yeah, you must have quite a lot of respect for them. That's why I think it's her mom. After all, you followed their instructions without question. So here's my next question. Who wrote this set of instructions for you to follow? That's why I think it's her mom. Her mom's in solitary confinement, though, so... we might lose this question. Pearls, I have to wonder about something. You didn't have any idea what these instructions meant, did you? But you followed them to the letter regardless. Why? Because it was your own mother who asked you. That's why.
How did you?
Haha, I knew it. I figured it out. The person who wrote you this letter was your own mother, Morgan Fay. I don't know if she knows Iris is also her sister. Probably not. But like Nick pointed out, like, she would have had to have really, really, like, major respect for someone. So other than Maya, the only other person that she has that much respect for, and Nick, obviously, is her mom. So, yeah, that's why I suspected Morgan. Alright, Pearls, it's time you started telling me the truth.
Mr. Guy.
Why is she holding back from me? I don't like this.
Don't should be mean just because I'm a child.
Huh?
You're trying to say I followed these instructions. I'd like to see some proof.
What?
Cause I don't think you have any.
Makes sense. Iris would not have written it down, but just told her. Yeah. Which would have been safer, but you know. She'd say anything rather than admit to carrying out those instructions. I guess I'll have to produce some more evidence then. One more thing should do it. Alright, Pearls. We both know someone carried out these instructions on the night of the murder. But you're right. There's no evidence that proves it was you.
I knew it.
However, I do know that whoever did it was a child. Huh?
How do you know that?
It couldn't have been an adult. No adult would have made a simple mistake like that. Simple mistake. What mistake? Okay. Make sure. Hang on. Lights out Belle, you must channel her spirit, leave everything up to her. Name is, she is our. Well, here's a picture of her. Use it with channeler, and I can do it. Burn them. I guess tell her about this letter. Gravely. I think I figured it out.
A simple mistake? What do you mean by that?
I am sure you thought you were carefully following the instructions you've been given. Because that was done by Larry. But you misunderstood some of the words, and this is the evidence that proves it. So what it says in the letter is gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. And the picture of the master in the inner temple is covered in gravy. So I think she thought she was supposed to put gravy on the picture. Oops, I didn't mean to push that. Wait, no, I gotta do all that again. Crap. I was gonna present that and I pushed the wrong button. I could be off the mark. This could not be it. But now I gotta go through everything again because I messed up and pushed the wrong button. Didn't go, I went somewhere else instead. You went to the inner temple. Blah, 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 blah. Flap. Blah, 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 blah. You were so worried about someone. Blap, blap. This is why I suck at these games. It took me a second of reading it back and forth because I was trying to figure out, like, why would there be gravy on the photo or on the scroll? And it makes sense if you think, oh, she misunderstood the word. But wait. She asked Elise to read this note. Way earlier in the case, she asked Elise, how do you say this word? And Elise goes, gravely. Oh. I have a bad feeling all of a sudden. Maybe Pearls did do it. And Elise knew she was about to die. I mean, Misty. I mean, whatever her name is right now. I heard the lights out, bell. Bam, bam, bam. Why were you so worried? It was because of this note that you tried to burn. Speeding through this and we're pretending. Channel her spirit. Who were you channeling? It was the girl you don't know is your sister. Amazing. Wow. Also, they all have different hair colors. Iris has black hair. She's got very light brown hair. And Dahlia has red hair. Like red. Look at that red. You didn't know who Dahlia was. That's okay. You don't know she's your sister. It's all good. Who wrote them? Guess what? It was your mama. Ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Getting back to where we were because we're so good at video games. I want to see some proof. Hair dye. Oh yeah, maybe. But she had it as a kid too, I think. Actually, we don't know. She probably did start dyeing her hair after the Terry Falls incident when she was kidnapped and faked her own death. So maybe that's why her hair is red. Anyway. So, my guess is the gravy. It was you who splattered gravy on this hanging scroll, wasn't it?
Huh. Wait, why would I just do something like that?
Do you remember what was written in that letter? Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. But you didn't know how to read the words gravely and roast among others, right?
How do you know that?
Remember the conversation you had with Miss Donim on the night of the murder? Perhaps we can read some books together.
Really? I'd love to. I'm not very good at reading.
Well then, would you like to practice reading with me?
Miss Elise, so for example, how do you read this?
It says gravely. That's kind of a tough word. I remembered that. Sure, Miss Donem taught you how to read gravely and roast. But what she didn't teach you is what they meant. Gravely, oh, sorry.
Gravely sounded like wavy to me, and the only roast I could think of was the food.
And that's why you did it. That's why you covered the picture of the master in gravy from that night's pot roast.
To be honest, I did think it was a bit strange. I guess I really did get the wrong idea.
Just a tiny bit.
I really am useless. I couldn't even burn the lever properly as my mother asked of me. Such a simple thing, and I couldn't even do it right.
Pearl? Okay, but let's keep talking.
After dinner that night, I did go to the inner temple with a pot full of the leftover gravy.
The gravy?
I saw the picture on the hanging scroll near the sacred cavern. I was sure it was the Master of Quine, like it said in the letter.
I see. And then?
Well, it was already way past 10 when I got there because of all the snow. So I went to the inner temple guest area.
The guest area?
Yes, I thought I could wait there until the training was over.
Why didn't you just go to the training hall?
Because Mystic Maya's main training had already started, and I couldn't interrupt it. So I just stayed where I was and prayed for her to get through it. But then
Pearls, did you fall asleep?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I just couldn't help it.
Hey, don't worry about it, Pearl. Who cares if you fall asleep? I fall asleep waiting for Iris, too. It happens. Anyway, then you found yourself trapped at the inner temple?
Yes, when I woke up it was morning. I tried not to cry, but Dusky Bridge wasn't there anymore, and there was no one in the training hall. I thought everyone had left me because I overslept. I threw the lever in the incinerator, then I heated up the leftover gravy and
let off some steam by chucking the gravy on the scroll while you cried? That's a weird thing to think, Phoenix, but okay. It must have been pretty scary for you, Pearl. I know what it's like. Nick used to leave me behind when I fell asleep at school, too. Don't equate something so trivial with her experience, Larry. I'm surprised she didn't freeze to death.
it was written right in my mother's letter. It said that as soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. I found my way over to the inner temple when I heard the bell ring.
So you channeled Dahlia Hawthorne's spirit?
No.
No.
I tried, but I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it.
I never failed at channeling someone. This is the first time it's happened. I tried and I tried and I tried. Yesterday, this morning, and the whole time. But I just couldn't do it.
Oh, maybe Iris is channeling her sister. Don't let it get you down, Pearl. It'll all work out. If you want, I'll come flying through the sky for you. Whoosh, just like that. So she never managed to channel the spirit. Is that why you think your spiritual powers are gone?
Yes, I don't know what to do.
Isn't there any other explanation for why you couldn't channel a spirit?
I suppose there's one other possibility. It's not very likely, though.
Could you please tell me what it is anyway?
It could happen if somebody else was already channeling the same spirit.
Someone else? What do you mean?
Well, there's only one of each spirit, right?
Yeah, it's like dating a girl, Nick. You can't see a hot chick if she's already taken. Then that would mean on the night of the murder. Yeah, I'm thinking Iris. Someone else channeled her spirit before Pearls could. Someone else channeled the spirit of Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'm a failure. I couldn't even grant my mother's final wish.
Final wish? She's in jail. Her final wish?
Yes, this letter. This is my last wish, she said. So make sure you follow the instructions carefully.
This letter. I definitely need to find out more about it.
My mother has gone to a place called the penitentiary.
Yeah, I know, Pearls.
I visit her every month. And last month she told me.
The time we've been waiting for has come, Pearl. There's something I need you to do for me. I hid a letter for you at our home before they brought me here. I want you to read it and do exactly what it says. It's for the good of the Fae clan, my angel. You'll be doing a great thing. Now listen carefully, and I'll tell you where the letter's hidden. Interesting.
My mother is always nice to me. I love her very much.
Yeah, moms will do anything for their kids, right?
She said it was for the good of the Fae clan, so I knew I had to help her.
Oh, Pearl.
I mean, Mystic Maya's part of the Fae clan, so it had to be good for her too. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
I guess so, yeah.
There's a picture with her letter too.
A picture?
A Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh, you have to run, you're really late. Okay, have a great day at work. I think we're almost to a continue screen.
Usually a picture is enough to channel someone's spirit, but this time...
Pretty weird, huh? Like Larry knows anything about this stuff.
There's something else that was strange about my mother's letter. The seal on it was broken as if someone had already opened it once before.
That sure is pretty strange. Someone had opened it already? Interesting. Thanks, Pearls. You really helped me out.
You're very welcome. My mother is watching over us. So I'm sure Mystic Maya will be alright.
Iris! Look at that innocent smile on her face. Okay, have a great day! What am I supposed to say to her? Huh. Oh no! Finally figured it out, haven't you, Trite? You've finally realized how terrible of a crime being painfully oblivious is. Godot! The entrance to the sacred cavern looks like a freaking puzzle workshop. I guess he's talking about Iris and the lock-breaking effort. But it's all a waste of time. Why do you say that? Because Maya Fey isn't coming back. What? You don't know what you're talking about. How can you say something like that? It was your job to protect her, Trite. Just like it was your job to protect Mia Fey. Two sisters, caught up in the worst circumstances. I realize that, but... And you were the only one who was by their sides. You were the only one who could have saved them. But I didn't know anything about what was going on. Ha! What did I just say, Trite? Being oblivious is a heinous crime in itself. Tomorrow. We'll settle everything in court tomorrow, once and for all.
Mr. Nick? Is what the man just said true?
It'll be alright, Pearls. I'm sure Maya's alive. You'll see for yourself tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I know I can trust you, Mr. Nick.
But can I trust me? Yikes. Okay. My dear Pearl, you've done so well, my child. My Pearl. It's better that you don't know what you've done. I knew this day would come for you. The blood of the main family is no more. Now, finally, after all this time, the master's seat is yours. Damn, Maya is dead. My last great wish. It seems I was just in time. Damn. Damn. Oh. Okay. So that's great. I'm gonna stop it there because after 3 hours, almost 4 hours, that's a lot to handle, and I am not prepared for Maya being dead yet. So we're just gonna pump the brakes right here. Thank you everybody so much for tuning in. I hope you have a restful, relaxing rest of your evening. I hope you get a snack if you need it, and I hope you remember to hydrate because it is good for your brain and your body. Your brain. It's good for your brain. It's not good for my brain apparently. Maybe if I had finished that off sooner, I wouldn't have stumbled. Anywho, so we'll be back tomorrow with some more Palia. They have a maintenance thing going on tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be done by the time we go to play, and hopefully it will fix some issues. We're going to continue working on our house and our campground. We did start trying to build cabins last time, so we're going to see if we can make those even better. Maybe make a third one. Who knows? But the new campground set has made it really, really fun looking, so I'm hoping that we can continue on that path. And maybe we'll find some more potato pods to trade. That would be cool too. And then Wednesday, we are going to be playing some more Mineko's Night Market. We started it last week, and it was a lot of fun. But I don't know if it's going to be one of those games that gets repetitive, or if we're going to finish it quickly, or if it's going to be a nice, steady story that we can continue to build off of. And then, of course, Thursday, we'll be back with more Coral Island, because it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to finish out the deep sea, so we can see about romancing some mer people. Because right now they don't trust me, but I think if we clear out the deep sea and clear out all the gunk, maybe they will. So, once again, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye!